Hello everybody, my name is Max and welcome back to the official Line Ball Pool channel. Hope you've been enjoying the exhibition matches on the channel recently as well. We've had some really nice games, lots of different content at the moment, which has been really exciting as we build up to the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational. It is the next Line Ball Pool tournament. And for this video, we're going to be going through the different team changes that are taking place going into this next tournament, so you know who will be playing, so you know who to root for, and the different storylines that came from the Vanguard Invitational, which was our last tournament, and how they will influence how you can see who will do best in this new tournament. It's a new format, a new style of play. Will the teams who played very well at the Vanguard Invitational carry on that success? Or will a team rise from the ashes and give a redemption arc? That is what we are excited to see going into this new tournament format. So firstly, let us head over to setting the scene. There were 6 teams that took part in the Vanguard Invitational, as you can see over the lovely picture of all of our players, minus our wildcard Chris Hope, as we played the Vanguard Invitational over a number of days, and Chris wasn't there on the first day because he was the wildcard. So we had 6 teams taking part in that tournament. There will also be 6 teams taking part in the next one, but Alice is the only team that will not be making a return in the next tournament. We have a new team coming in for Alice. They had an amazing run in the Vanguard Invitational, but they won't be returning for it, and we'll be getting into the new team closer to the end of the video. Some of the existing 5 teams, so Lion-Aid, Maximum Impact, the Red Hot Chili Potters, the Wet Bandits, and Daddy's Clackers will be staying the same, or will have some changes going on within the different team dynamics. So firstly, let's go over just the teams that will be staying the same, and also some of the formats and rules and changes and what to expect going into this tournament. So the format for the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational, it's quite simple, but also takes a little bit of explaining to get exactly what's going on. So I will also be having, if you look around on the channel, there will be a video going through the rules of the video in more detail. But in theory, every team plays just 1 point against each other in a King of the Hill style. That type of format being where if you win, you stay on the table, and if you lose, you go off the table and to the back of the waiting queue to come on to play. If you win 5 games on the hill in a row, you win the whole tournament. That's it. It's over. But the longer you stay on the hill, different conditions will come into play that will make it harder for you to stay on the table. For example, if you know in the basic rules of line ball, you can't hit the black ball, but the white ball will come into the end zone as another object that you can't hit. And if it goes to a draw condition, the challenger team would win. The reason I integrated some of these new rules is it means that the King of the Hill has to play attacking in order to win games. The new tournament format is much more built for entertaining attacking play, and we're really excited to share that with you. So stay tuned for that format change. And as I said, we have a few team changes. Some of the teams, just one member's changing. There's not going to be any teams that are unrecognizable from what they were at the Vanguard Invitational. And at the end, as I said, we have one new team coming in. So let's go into the teams that will be remaining completely the same. Starting off with, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, Lion-Aid. That is Alex and Ardit. They placed 4th at the Vanguard Invitational, and they will be staying together as their team of 2 for the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational. We've got nice little social media graphics to go with it as well. We're posting them on the YouTube community tab, as well as over on my Instagram too. And the other team that's staying the same is Hoyenlai and Byron. They are going to be still playing under the Wet Bandits name, and they finished 2nd at the last tournament. So the Wet Bandits, they have some pedigree in the line ball format, and they're going to hopefully be building on that 2nd place finish. They're big favourites for the next tournament for most. But my big favourites is the other team on your screen, which is Lion-Aid, because they, although finishing only 4th place, they were real dark horses. They grew into the tournament, they've practiced a lot, and their dedication to line ball is probably the greatest of any of the teams taking part. So I really expect big things from them going into the next tournament. So the teams that are changing, let's dive into those different changes. At the Vanguard Invitational, Maximum Impact contained 3 players. So we were the only 3-player team at the tournament, and that contained myself, Sam Adams, as well as Chris Hope. And the best part about all of this is that I managed to spell my own name wrong. That's Max Barrett, not what it said before. So we were a team of 3, and Chris Hope joined during the knockout phase. He was the wild card, and what that meant is that for the group stages, we didn't play with him, and then he was randomly assigned to our team for the knockouts. Going into the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational, I will be staying on Maximum Impact, and I will be joined by Simran. Now, Simran was part of the commentary team for the Vanguard Invitational, and she is stepping into the world of the line ball. She's played it a bit before now as well, and obviously she's watched so much. So Simran is a very strong player. We placed first at the last tournament, so the expectation for us is really, really high to carry that on. But looking at all the teams around me, there have been some big skill increases. So we'll see if a team is able to supersede us, and hopefully Simran and I can build some chemistry on the line ball table. The next team changing, it is Daddy's Clackers. At the Vanguard Invitational, Daddy's Clackers contained John Barrett and Anki Dams. And at the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational, Chris Hope, the wild card from Maximum Impact, will be moving to Daddy's Clackers to join John. Anki, unfortunately, for the tournament has fallen ill, so he isn't able to play. Chris has sort of been moving around lots of different teams. He was originally going to be on the Red Hot Chili Potters in the very early incarnations of the line ball system we were building before moving to my team and now Daddy's Clackers. So hopefully he can settle and find a home here at Daddy's Clackers, because he's just been moving around the teams the most, has Chris. But he's building a relationship with my father, John, on the line ball table, and we'll see if they can beat the 3rd place finish they got at the last tournament. And the last team that is changing is the Red Hot Chili Potters. At the Vanguard Invitational, it was Brandon and Timmy. We don't actually have a photo of them because they left on the first day of the tournament. They got eliminated in last place, and we didn't do any of the team photos until the 2nd day, and they weren't able to make the 2nd day, so they didn't get a team photos. But Brandon and Timmy, they played really, really well together, and it was a bit of a shame they got that 6th place finish. I think it was mostly down to the fact that neither of them had played line ball before, and I think most teams at least had one person who had a bit more experience in line ball specifically, who could give ideas on tactics. And I know James Bliss, who's joining the team, he has a little bit more line ball experience, so hopefully him and Brandon can build some tactics together for the tournament that will allow Red Hot Chili Potters to rise up the ranks and build a redemption story. It'd be really good for them because Brandon statistically was the worst player at the last tournament, so he's got a lot to prove this time round. I know he's really hungry to impress because he's played really, really well despite his statistical performance, and we'll see how Red Hot Chili Potters do in the next tournament. I'm rooting for them to see how they do. And here are the new team. This is the Ball Bashers, and they are never before seen in the line ball setting. So I know all 3 of these wonderful people, Tally, Paul and Pete, from the badminton club that we all attend, which is called Netflix, which is a brilliant name for a badminton club. I know they were deliberating as to whether to play under the name Netflix for this tournament. But it was overruled, and Ball Bashers is the name. This is their debut inline ball, first experiences with it, so I don't really know what to make of it. I know they have a little bit of Q sport experience, but they are dark horses, they are underdogs. We don't know too much about how they will be in the tournament, so excited to see this brand new team. And the way they'll play on the tournament is they'll only have 2 on the table at any one point, but they are going to pop and swap based on availability, as I know there was some availability issues for Tally on the day as well. So they pop and swap who is playing, but there's always 2 of them on the table. So, see you there. The tournament, it begins on the 26th of March 2024. I know it's coming around very, very soon. I know I'm writing 2024 on there, but I'm recording this video at the end of 2023. That's how far in advance we're sort of moving with the tournament. Probably shouldn't even have the 2024 on there because we're so far into it when you're watching this video. So I hope you're having a great time from the future. We've got a format explanation video, so go watch that if you haven't already, to make sure you understand what's going to be happening with this set of rules. It'll be on the channel. If not already, it'll be coming up before the start of the tournament, so you know how this will be played, as well as a video for the seeding of the order of the tournament video. So what that means is, as I said at the start, we're going to have a team that starts on the hill, and then there'll be an order of teams that challenge. So the first challenger, if you win, you take their spot. If you lose, you go to the back of the queue. And we need to decide the first order of things, the order of teams that we will follow. So there's a video that will be dedicated to the random assignment of that order, so that we know what order teams will be playing in. Will it be one of the new teams going first, or will it be an existing team starting on the hill and mounting that early challenge? We will find out. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you found it entertaining, going through some of the different transfer bits of information and news and everything about the new tournament, the King of the Hill Shootout Invitational. Make sure you subscribe to the Line Ball Pool channel. You'll never miss a video. We still upload every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. UK time, and we're having a blast bringing all these different kinds of videos to you, and I hope you're enjoying the different formats, some of the discussion videos, as well as obviously the longer form line ball content itself. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. We're really getting close now to the start of the tournament, so please subscribe, don't miss a video, and we'll see you very soon.